Star Mark Harmon and real-life NCIS agent Leon Carroll Jr. are back with their latest book. It's called Ghosts of Panama, which reveals the untold stories of counterintelligence professionals placed in pressure cooker assignments of epic proportions. Sounds pretty crazy. Mark, glad you're here. Thank you so much. Tell us more about the Ghosts of Panama. It sounds fascinating.
Leon and I spent many years talking about if we had the opportunity having a chance to tell the real stories of the real agency and special agents like himself, a former Marine who worked there. And so to be able to do that, to be able to have the success that Honolulu had and now Panama hopefully will have, this has been an interesting endeavor to be able to tell real stories. The Panama book has been, for me, an added plus because the people you're talking to are all alive, and Leon was there physically himself, and that's important. And so whatever I thought I knew about Operation Just Cause or Manuel Noriega or this time period have changed a lot since we started doing research on this book, and now we come out with it as a second opportunity here, and we hope it does well.
Now, this story has some Florida ties to it. This book kind of takes place back where everything all started, right? Can you tell us more about that?
Well, I can tell you this, that when I arrived in February of 1991, that was certainly the case, and he had been taken out in 1989, but his program of money laundering and drug trafficking continued. In fact, I think it got even bigger when I was there. But going back to the time frame of the book, it had just really started, and he had transitioned from being his own intelligence operator. I think he was on the payrolls of pretty much every intelligence agency operating down there that wasn't Panamanian. And so we needed to find a way to crack that code, so to speak, because the U.S. military was pretty large down there, and there were about 33,000 American citizens there as well. And what happened was he started a lot of aggression against the United States and the United States citizens, and that led to the murder of Lieutenant Robert Paz.
Now, Mark, during your time on NCIS, you've turned to Leon for actual advice. Can you share why you did that and why that was so important for the accuracy purposes of the show?
Well, you know, Gail, I've always thought that the technical advisor is an opportunity. You know, there are different actors who do different things and choose different ways, but Leon was my guy, you know, from the very beginning. I met him and I was in his ear every day and probably bothering him because there wasn't anything my character was asked to do that I didn't probably talk to him about how he would have done it. And I was interested in that process, from interrogation to how to put on a pair of handcuffs correctly. It just made sense to both of us as our friendship increased over the years on this show that someday maybe we might have the opportunity to tell the real stories of this agency, of which there are many. But originally, when the show was presented to me in the first place, that's what it was. It was based on real stories and real cases. And then what happens is television becomes television and that format changes. But this now, writing books, I don't know that either one of us wanted to be an author, but it's been an opportunity to talk to individuals who have a story to tell, and in many cases haven't been asked ever to tell it. And that part of it has been really intriguing to be in partnership with Leon on it.
Leon, how do you like this new chapter of your life? You know, telling stories, writing books. How is it?
I loved it, and I think it was a surprise to me when Mark came to me after 19 years of talking about trying to do something that was based on real cases and real people. I was on board with that. In this particular case, I wanted to tell this story because I felt connected to it. I mean, when I arrived in Panama, two agents picked me up and they had Uzi submachine guns, and I knew at that point I was in a dangerous area. I arrived to my office and there's still bullet holes in the office from what had happened in December of 1989. So it was real close to me, and when I read the case files of the agents that were involved, only one of which was still there when I came in, I said, this is a story that needs to be told because no one knows that the NCIS participation that led up to the decision to go ahead and invade Panama.
Thank you both for taking the time to speak with us today. It was great having you on the show. Mark, congrats on an incredible career journey. And you as well, Leon, and thank you so much for your service.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.